Hey, Jim, there was some stuff earlier this week, or maybe it was a couple weeks ago, about the fifth-year players. Keith Heitzman, I think, said he was asked to try out for a spot on the roster or whatever. What's your message or take, I guess, on the fifth-year guys? Are they given a spot, earned a spot? How does that work?
Well, it's, fifth year is, it's mutual. When it comes to a fifth year, whether you have a fifth year of eligibility, and then it becomes do you want to come back to the University of Michigan for a fifth year, and does the football team mutually want you to come back for the fifth year? Now, all the fifth year players that are on the team were not asked to come to a tryout, but in his particular case, I said, and a couple of the other youngsters too, I hadn't coached here before and couldn't guarantee a spot for the 2015 team, but I could guarantee an opportunity. And that opportunity would have taken place during spring practice. And some did want to come back who were fifth years, and some didn't. And that's about as simple as it was.
How much milk do I have to drink to be big enough to be quarterback?
Can I give you a hug? That is a great question. And I love that you're thinking about that. Drink as much milk as your little belly can hold. At all times, drink as much milk as could be chocolate milk, could be the 2%, but the ideal is the whole milk. That's the ideal. As much as your little belly can hold. Thank you. Thank you for that question.
All right, we go over onto the right, Coach, for the meeting.
Wish all kids were thinking like you. Because you want to be big and strong someday, right?
We haven't had an announcement before on John McCorn. He's obviously on the team. We knew he was on the team. He can't play this year, but what do you like about his game that you guys wanted to bring him in, and what type of role will he play this year?
John is going to be ineligible to play in the games, so he will be practicing, learning, and essentially redshirting this entire season. He played as a freshman at Houston, and he played as a sophomore at Houston, and he had a track record of success there. We like that, and we like him, and we think it's good for our program that he is here. And it'll be the other thing he can do is really attack the academics. He's a smart youngster, and there is nothing like having a Michigan degree, and he can do a heck of a job in that area as well. So we'll be doing all those things.
Talk about the running game, something that's been lacking consistently in the Michigan football program. Back in the day, under the Bow era, maybe 250 yards on the ground, 150 through the air, some balance in there. Do you have any concrete objectives of balance in your attack, and what can we expect from your running game early on?
Well, we'd like to be a type of football team that throws it 50% of the time and runs it 50% of the time. That'll be the goal. Now, whichever we're better at doing, the percentage may lean in one direction or the other. But as you pointed out, having a great running game is critical. It's very important to football. Our objectives are to get better at every phase of our football: offense, defense, and special teams, including the running game.
Jim, you've been in a lot of quarterback competitions yourself. Is it not possible for those guys to be friends when they're competing for one spot, or do you say that that's just not realistic?
Absolutely. The best way to be in that competition is a healthy competition. It's very competitive, but not self-centered. And you're trying to, when you're in one of those competitions from past experience, the thing you're most concerned about is yourself and making yourself better. You're better today than you were yesterday. You're better tomorrow than you were today, and always striving to be a better person, better quarterback, more knowledgeable about the game of football. And in doing so, you make everybody around you better just because you're doing that.